All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go now. 8, read. Let's go, Cat. Let's go. We got this. We got 61. Matchbox lights. Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Greystone travel. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
2nd and 10. He completes it to Evans. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Buccaneers' 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go, go. Check 52 at the mic. Check 50. Ready, go. Watch twist. Takes 3. 218, chopper. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Down, 30 base. Recon, 132 fighter. Jim. Check safety.
They'll run on first down. Abraham, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd and 6. Toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, uses the stiff arm. Oh, again! 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action. Now Griffin. He gets it complete to Harris. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Buccaneers 0.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Griffin. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening two drives.
Yeah, it feels like two boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
General West.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Abraham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set. 18 Gator.
2nd and 13. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Give me that ball. Hey, Charlie. Mike 96, Mike 96. All day, all day. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, lock it. Slam, slam, slam. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. No. Off. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Griffin. Looking left side, and it's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let it break.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Okay, orbit. Mike 96, Mike 96. Now.
Griffin. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's the backup Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Chopper!
Check, Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Set. 30 base.
Dig.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 96. Mike
85.
Here's Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
Here we go. 8-3.
Come on, let's go. Alert flat.
Snap.
Mixon with a first down carry. the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Bravo!
And 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. And watch that.
Ready?
Now Griffin on first down. Past the 20. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Tight go. Get it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And it's third down.
On the double.
Block 52. 52 is the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
6 is coming. We don't mic.
Go.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Mike,
Big Griffin.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Griffin looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's brought in by Harris. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 22, Griffin under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Yes. Hey, high 7.
96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Lee Griffin.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll run here with Mixon, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And the 2nd down throw on target. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
54's Mike.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hatchet.
Snap.
Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On 1st down, Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check 52.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And then his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Left side, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah.